The big part of our program is not just the football. Football just happens to be the means in which we teach.
Yes, good route.
We want them to be a part of learning life skills and understanding that football is family. We're just trying to share those messages with all those that get involved with our programs.
Sun up to sundown, we gone. Let's catch a flight in the morning. Promise I'll make it back.
All the atmosphere. I think we have a very loyal fan base, regardless of what's going on. You know, you can come down here on a Sunday and have a great time. To be around the people and the energy, I think that's the best thing about Lions game day.
Watching them come out of the tunnel, that's like sick. Like there's fire everywhere. That's something that's so cool.
Every Sunday I get goosebumps watching them run out, so that's probably my favorite thing about Lions game day.
Seeing Matthew Stafford engineer a fourth quarter comeback.
Tate's gonna throw it to Stafford at the 2-point.
It's the experience they have at our events, whether it's our summer camps, whether it's our school assemblies, whether it's events that we have here on game day. Our whole parent-child concept originated from years ago when we conduct parent-child clinics. Just the excitement and seeing the enthusiasm of a dad and a child, or a mom and a child walking in those doors at Ford Field and turning to each other and high-fiving each other and saying, you know what, we're here. And the ability to bring those experiences to the family, I think, are really important.
When I was a little kid and I always watched these games and stuff, I always wanted to be like those guys out there.
It started for me when I was a young kid. My dad bought me my first Hutch football equipment, and it was a Lions jersey and a Lions helmet. And I can remember just going out in the front yard, playing with the relatives at Thanksgiving time, rolling around in the mud, just having a good old time with that equipment. And that's how I became a Lions fan from the very start.
I've been wanting to play football because of the Lions. That's why I fell in love with it.
I became a Lions fan when I first saw my dad watching the NFL. He started watching the Lions game, and that's when I started to like the Lions a lot.
When I was little, playing PAL football in Detroit, my first real taste of football and being at a pro game, coming with my teammates, my Little League teammates, Herman Morris, skying over people, Johnny Morton, Terry Fair, and I was just hooked.
My dad liked Detroit, so when I saw him watching TV, I said, I want to be a Lions fan too.
Number one, it's our hometown team. I mean, I've loved the Lions for a long, long time.
I'm a Lions fan because it just reminds me of coming together, and everybody just gets together, and that's really what it's all about, I think.
I remember back in my uncle's basement, back on Thanksgiving days, when he was the only one in the family who had a color TV, and we got to watch the Lions on Thanksgiving in color. It was a big deal. Those were real important days with family, football, and Thanksgiving.
Barry Sanders, because I saw his highlights and he was amazing, and he made everyone look like, where did he go? And he was so awesome, and he's the best running back in NFL history.
I like Darius Slay because of his finger. He goes, no, no.
I really like Anthony Zettel too. You know, he really came into his own this season, and it was really good to see him out there sacking those quarterbacks.
I love Matthew Stafford. He's a great team player. He is everything that I look for in a leader, something that I would like him to look up to.
Benny Blades. I'm a defensive guy, and seeing Benny play from Miami up to here, it was just Benny Blades.
Lomas Brown, he's a great individual and offensive lineman, kind of near and dear to my heart.
My favorite Lions player, hands down, was Chris Spielman. And in any interview that I ever read, any quote I ever read, any interview I ever heard, I never heard Chris Spielman talk about himself. I always heard him talk about the Detroit Lions, and that's something that always stuck with me.
When it's all said and done, the memories that we were able to create either at the stadium, at the Silverdome, at Ford Field, at home when the Lions are on the road, the memories we've been able to create in and around the game of football or Lions football are real special. So when I think of Lions football, not only do I think of the team that's playing on the field, but I think of family, because more times than not, that's who I'm with watching Lions football.